On today's video, we're going to go over the fishing setup I have on my kayak. Hey there, outdoor YouTubers. Well, in recent years, kayaks have become very popular for fishing. And there's several reasons for that. Some kayaks can be very budget friendly. You don't always need a trailer to transport kayaks. And kayaks can get into a lot of places that most larger boats can't. Now, you can fish from any kayak, but some kayaks are set up for fishing more than others. Some kayaks are equipped with anchors, rod holders, fish finders, live wells. And some kayaks you don't even need to paddle. Some of them come with pedal propulsion, or electric motor propulsion, or even gas motor propulsion. Now, I started off with a very basic, inexpensive kayak, but I did add a few features to it to make fishing a lot easier and a lot more convenient. I added an anchor system, a pole holder, and I also added a fish finder. Now, I did go ahead and get the side imaging 24-inch screen X-ray technology fish finder. The cool thing about this fish finder is not only does it show you where the fish are, but with the X-ray technology feature, you can X-ray the fish and see exactly what they've been eating. And that allows you to match up your bait or lure to what the fish are feeding on. Alright, I was just teasing about the fish finder. It's actually just a TV, and I don't have it mounted to the kayak. Alright, Graham, let's talk about the anchor system. I just bolted a small eyelet to the back of the kayak. The rope runs through it and up to the side of the cockpit. When I'm fishing, the anchor just hangs off the back of the kayak, and I raise it and lower it as needed. And I also installed a rope cleat to lock the anchor down in whatever position I want. Now, you can buy small kayak anchors, but my anchor isn't really an anchor at all. It's actually a skid shoe from a snowplow. These skid shoes off of a full-size snowplow are just about the perfect weight and shape to make great kayak anchors. If you're going to be fishing in any kind of current or any kind of wind, an anchor really helps with boat control. Then another addition to my kayak was a good, adjustable, removable rod holder. These are handy for holding your rod if you're out doing some trolling, or if you just want to have the rod held securely somewhere in the kayak without using your hand. Now, before we go any further, I want to take a quick time out with a word from my one and only sponsor, Camaro's Crawlers. Okay, my buddy Ronnie Camaro, the owner of Camaro's Crawlers, he just got back from the Hodag Country Music Festival down in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. And he dropped off this piece of paper and he wanted me to share a few things with you guys. Alright, Ronnie Camaro wanted me to remind you guys that Camaro's Crawlers is still offering bait dash services. Now, bait dash is kind of like what DoorDash is to restaurants, but with bait dash, Ronnie Camaro will deliver the bait to you. Whether you need some extra bait at the boat landing, or whether you're in the backwoods, or you just want that bait delivered right to your house, Bait Dash Services from Camaro's Crawlers will get the bait to you. In fact, just the other day, I used Bait Dash Services. I was out doing some brook trout fishing, out in the backwoods and I ran out of crawlers, so I just gave Ronnie a call, and in no time he delivered the crawlers right to me. Hey Ronnie, got the crawlers? Alright, there you go man, keep the change. Hey, did you just get back from Hodag Fest or something? Alright, good man. And Ronnie brought me back one of these cool Hodag masks from the Hodag Fest. So, appreciate that. And also, Ronnie wanted me to remind you guys that he is fully stocked with grasshoppers. Ronnie has even commissioned my wife to collect all the grasshoppers out of our pool so he can be sure to meet the grasshopper needs of his customers. And also, if you stop in at Camaro's Crawlers, be sure to check out Ronnie Camaro's full lineup of used crankbaits, spinners, spoons, and soft plastics. For all your fishing needs, Camaro's Crawlers has you covered. Yeah, that's super awesome. All that stuff that Ronnie's got going on down at the bait shop. Now my wife's kayak came with 2 rod holders right behind the cockpit. But they're just tube rod holders that really aren't adjustable at all, and having them right behind the cockpit is very inconvenient. So I went ahead and installed a good, convenient, adjustable rod holder on her kayak too. A lot of kayaks do come with storage compartments, but I find a lot of these compartments very difficult to access while you're actually sitting down in the kayak. So anything that I might use while I'm out fishing in the kayak, I like to put in a bag, and I like to keep that bag right between my legs where I can access it pretty easily. Tackle, bug spray, tools to get hooks out of a fish's mouth, sunscreen, snacks, drinks, even a waterproof container for phones or cameras. All that goes in the bag, and then the bag gets securely attached to the kayak. And I try to keep the bag zippered shut if I'm not getting something out of it. And that leads us to another add-on that I did. If you don't have a place to secure things to on your kayak, just add a few. I added these rope loops to my wife's and my kayak. That way, if I flip the kayak over, hopefully I won't lose everything. Because I do fish in areas that have current and rocks, and sometimes that can lead to a flipped over kayak. And you know, if you're going to bring a net along, you're going to want to keep that pretty handy in the kayak somewhere too. I just keep mine wedged underneath some of these elastic bands, right where I can reach it. So I keep my kayak fishing setup pretty basic, right? A bag of stuff, a rod holder, a net, and an anchor. And I can basically take all these things off the kayak in just seconds. That allows me to transport our kayaks like this, if need be. If we had a lot of permanently mounted stuff on these kayaks, like fish finders, transducers, electric motors, batteries, it just wouldn't work out very well to jam all these kayaks onto a trailer. So I hope this video gives you guys and gals some ideas on how to set your kayak up for fishing. So be sure to consider how you want to fish out of your kayak. Be sure to consider how you're going to transport your kayak, because these two things may influence how elaborate or how basic you want to set your kayak up for fishing. And also guys, if you want to check out a lot more useful fishing information, or you just want to check out some of the fishing adventures that my crew and I go on, be sure to give the entire channel a visit. And also remember to hunt, fish, laugh, repeat. Thanks for watching, and God bless.